Coach Luigi Trillo and our best player of the game, Chris Newsom. Congratulations, gentlemen. Coach, today you have managed to emerge victorious in another endgame thriller after a sorry loss during the last game. Can you just talk about how big this win is for you?
Yeah, just looking at the stats, 15 lead changes, 16 teams, 16 points tied. You just see how close these games are, right? But I thought we were okay in our execution. They threw some zone at us. We're gonna see more zone. And Junmar, game 2 played 44 minutes. How many did he have today? He had 40 minutes. So, we have to prepare. We came into the locker room saying that we did some things that we weren't supposed to do. So we have to stay more connected there, and we'll clean it up.
Coach, usually sa endgame nagkakaproblema yung Meralco Bolts, especially in terms of being able to close out the game. What was the conversation like to be able to, wrap this up?
Well, we have to make good decisions. Obviously, Nu's the guy with the ball, but it's just not him. All the 5 guys inside have to make good decisions. So they need to stay connected. When we come in timeouts, they have to know what we're running, whatever defense we have, pick and roll defense, post defense, what we're running in the end game, who are points of attack. But this game may have been a win, but clearly we need to improve some things. If we cannot, like we were telling them, if we can't have a game plan, or we call timeouts, and we can't, one guy's messing up, there are opportunities for them to come back. So we won, but we're not satisfied with the last 3-4 minutes. There were certain things that as a group we need to do, and we didn't do some of those.
Thank you, Coach Luigi. Now, Chris, in the first half, you had 6 points, but you ended with 26. Can you just talk about what sparked your second half outburst, especially in the moment where you shot a clutch 3-pointer in the dying seconds of the game?
That goes to my team. They're looking for me. They're giving me confidence to take open shots. They're encouraging me to be aggressive, and that's Meralco basketball for you. It's not just about one person. It's about the whole team that feeds each other confidence. And when one guy's down, we love to encourage each other to get back to how we know you're capable of playing, and we expect the best from everybody. We're trying to get the best out of everybody on our team, and sometimes there's going to be a little bit of tough love there, but at the end of the day, it's all out of good intention because we all know what we're striving for, we all know what we want, so you definitely got to give credit to the team.
Chris, both CJ Perez and Jumar Fajardo had early foul trouble. How do you describe the effort of your team in terms of aggressiveness and speed that forced them to commit those shots for you?
Yeah, that's not necessarily part of the game plan, but that's just that shows that we're being aggressive and we're actually trying to get to the rim and make things happen and making it a tight game and trying to make them play defense, honest defense. And I think getting them in early foul trouble will definitely force them to get into their bench. But you got to give a shout out to San Miguel bench because they have 47 bench points today. So their bench definitely showed up today for them. And they're a tough team all the way through. Everybody knows their depth, but for us, it helps that we have guys that are on our bench too that may not score, but they can come in and do other things. So getting them in foul trouble, it's a plus for us, but that's not the end of the game right there. You still got to continue to play. You still got to continue to execute.
Thank you, Chris. Now we would like to open the floor to our friends from the media.
You made like a mental lapse in the final minute. How were you able to get yourself back together and keep your focus after that?
It's about staying present, and you got to focus on the possession at hand. I hate turning the ball over. I hate having those mental lapses and those points in the game where I just lose focus or I just make the wrong decisions. But those are things that I could look at after the game. I can't let that affect me on the next play. I can't let that affect, especially my team. They're counting on me to be strong for them and to be a leader for them. But again, like I mentioned earlier, my teammates had my back. Even though I did have that lapse, they encouraged me to just, next play mentality. So again, it's just staying present on the current possession at hand.
I mean, he had one turnover before that, so that's 36 minutes. That's really high efficiency.
Coach, are you thinking that you should have been up 3-0 by now? Or did you use game 2 as motivation that to win and knowing we really can beat this team?
Things happen in game 2. Could have gone either way. We were up 4 with 22 seconds, but we need to clean things up. I noticed just because we were up by 4 as a coaching staff, we saw certain things that we needed to do. We took care of the ball today. 10 turnovers, 22 assists, balls moving. We're confident in the guys. If they throw a zone, we're ready for it. If they run some man-to-man, we're also ready to do it. But you see clearly what this game's about, right? The slower it gets, you fall for San Miguel. The quicker it gets, it favors Meralco. So it's teams trying to pull back and forth on that pace, right? But in the end game, we have to be good at the half court, and that becomes a possession game. So we did good today, but still things to improve on.
Coach, it's the third time in the final. You're up 2-1 in the final series. You mentioned we need to clean things up. Just mentioning that fact.
Yeah, well, led by our captain here, there's no celebration. I'm sure he's gonna talk to the guys, our coaching staff. Mag-uusap kami na on Tuesday. We'll get them grounded. We know these teams, they're very capable of coming back. We know they've been down, but to us, we can't celebrate. We know that. Can we play better? Yes. I'm sure he's gonna talk to his teammates to just focus on that next one. And 3 games in 5 days again. So, we're used to it. We've got 1 day to rest. We'll come back on Tuesday. Tapos we get these guys ready.
Also react on that. This is the third time the finals are up 2-1 in the series. Mentioning that fact.
Yeah, we've definitely been here before, but the result didn't pan out the way that we wanted it to. But for those guys that were with us during that 2-1 lead and we had that lapse, those are the guys that are actually the most vocal in our locker room today. Those are the guys that have been through it. We've had our heartbreaks, and we're passing our knowledge down and the things that we felt that we could have done better during our 2-1 leads to capitalize on the situation and turn it into a 3-1 lead. This is a series you're going up against San Miguel, who's the best team of the decade, and they're playoff ready. They've been through a lot of series, so it's going to be tough to go up 3-1 against them, especially after this win by us. They're going to be hungry. So again, that's going to be on the veterans in our locker room to come out to be vocal about it. But when it's all said and done, it's not about what you say, and it's about what you do. So we could say we can come out and have all this energy and do this and that, but what really matters is stepping out on that court come game 4 and getting the job done. So that's more of what I'm focused on.
Congratulations, and this is for you. Once again, you played heroes for without us victory. So your 5% points really say there are no impending defeat. So are you really surprised when you come tonight that you played the heroes for San Miguel? How would you consider your play tonight? Is your game tonight really intended or designed for you by coach Lloyd Clinton?
Actually, the way I play is I don't really go into the game with any intentions, any personal intentions. Like, I'm not going into the game saying I'm scoring, I'm going to have a good scoring night or anything like that. That's not the type of player I am. If you really know my game, I really just let the game come to me, and I like to flow with the game. There's games where I may have 10 points, but my assist numbers are high. There's games where I'm not shooting well, but I can still impact the game defensively by getting stops, getting turnovers, and things like that. So there's a lot of ways that you can impact the game other than scoring. You know, you can credit my scoring to the work I put in. You know, I show up to the gym early every day. I work on my game every single day. So, of course, to me, it's no surprise whenever some of these shots fall, because these are shots I work on every day. So it's just having the confidence to take it, and also my teammates having the confidence in me to take it. But again, I don't go into any game with any personal or ego involved in how I'm going to play that day.
You are one of the smart plans of Meralco's offense. Now, can you maintain or sustain your excellent game all the way to the finals? Out to the Game 7?
Again, that depends on San Miguel. Game 2, they saw what I did game 1, and their adjustment was the hard show and get the ball out of my hands, and that was their adjustment. So we're going to have to just see what their adjustment is. If the ball finds me for open shots, then I'm going to take those shots. But if it's meant for me to move the ball to my teammates and trust my teammates, I'm also going to do that as well.
Thank you so much. One question to Coach Scott Paraceto. You know, since you have to join PBA in 2010, never the team will contest the proof of the championship in the PBA. Now, you are there. But it is ahead 2 months now. Is this when you will sign that you give his first ever PBA crown this year, Olympic year?
Yeah, it's just hindi lang ako. It's not me or him. It's we. Madami kami. So it's led by Coach Nena and his staff, to New, to the last guy. But we have to play at a high level when we play San Miguel. Ang dami na nilang championships. They've always had poise. Their coaching staff said that in Game 2, we have to be more disciplined than them. Okay, we have to play both ends of the court. It's going to take a lot. You see Teng, Tautua, Jericho off the bench, more close to 40 points. So it's just not Junmar and CJ, right?
47.
So 47. So sinasabi namin, it's far from our mind right now. We're dreaming sa lalaland. Kailangan may konting pakumbaba sa amin. We need to know that we need to get our feet on the ground and focus on the next game. So we have to be playing at a high level. If not, San Miguel will make us pay.
Leading 2-1 in the first of semi-title series is really a good sign of a strong indication that Meralco really means business.
We're just focused on the next game, sir. Talagang nakafocus lang kami doon sa Wednesday. We have to see the things that we want to attack. There's certain things they did today. They did the horns, meaning 2 guys up. They run pass and cut. They run 2 bigs more now. They've also put it in a situation where they're using guys like Teng. So we need to see those things. We need to get better at that. And again, we're gonna have to play at a high level. New was at a high level. You know, Game 2, we had some, miscommunication, some turnovers, but you have to be playing there if you're gonna expect to beat this team. So 1 game muna kami sa Wednesday, sir.
Thank you so much for the best and good luck to Meralco.
Salamat. Thank you.
For Chris, in that last game, Marcio last year, very important 3 for San Miguel. How does it feel that you guys won today in almost the same fashion, with you hitting a dagger triple for the Bolts?
Yeah, that was a tough loss for us. Especially the situation that we were in. But again, that goes to show that you cannot let your guard down at any point during this series. For us to get the win today, it's great, but we know that there's so much that we have to do. There are so many mistakes that I made today. There's so many mistakes that we made as a team today that we're not really happy about. And we're not saying we're trying to beat them by 20, but we're trying to minimize our mistakes and we're expecting the most out of each other. And I think that's the environment that we really like, is that we're really trying to get the most out of each and every single person in our locker room. So yes, that was a tough L, but we were able to come out today and refocus in and to get the lead back in this series. But again, there's just so much more work that we have to do. Those San Miguel guys are tough. They're vets. They're proven winners, and they've proven that they can get themselves out of situations. So if anything, that was a learning lesson for us, and it easily could have happened again today. But the guys were locked in today, and again, we still got a lot more basketball to be played over the next week.
When you let that shot go, when you let that 3-pointer go, where was your confidence level at when you saw it fly up heading into the rim?
To be honest, I wasn't thinking. I was just being in the moment. That's a shot that I've shot thousands of times. I practice that shot every day. Everybody knows that, but it's more just about staying in the moment. I didn't celebrate. I don't really get down on myself if I do miss, but just really staying present and focus on the job at hand, because yes, the shot went in, but there's still time on the clock, so that means the game is still alive, the game is still going, and anything can still happen. So it felt good that my shot didn't fall, but again, end of the day, you can't let your guard down until it says 0-0-0, and for us, we can't let our guard down until the end of the series.
I think people also don't recognize that Nu has developed it. The body of work that he's put in since coming into Meralco. He's game day. He's in the gym in Meralco, game day itself, going through his routine in the morning. So some people are doing chilling. He's doing that. Off season, he's doing that. Sometimes after a game, he's doing that. So I'm not surprised on how far he's come. When he was in college, he was a 4 that could be a 1 also. But he puts in the body of work. That's why he is who he is, and he's confident to hit that shot. And credit his teammates. Like he said, he was 1-1 on top for that shot, but CB and I think it was Bong who moved the ball around that found him. So it's always we. It's not a me thing.
That sums over this game press conference. Thank you and congratulations, gentlemen.
Salamat guys. Sorry na late kami ha. May gusto nila, one minute. So forgive us kung
Last thing I
ano.
could probably add to the interview is you gotta give a shout out to Cliff Highs and Raymond Amazon. They got 6 and 6 offensive rebounds. So that's 22 offensive rebounds, and second chance points, that's 22 second chance points. So shout out to Cliff and Raymond for that. Without those extra possessions, we may have not have won this game. Thank you.
Salamat guys.